Indeed, it
Wha-
is an ambition.
Bro, Virazy just said this game has zips.
Make your stay as pleasant
Dude,
as possible. By all
we're...
means,
Oh, no way.
Wait,
at
it
home.
has sibs?
Oh,
That's funny.
dude.
Did you just sib?
No fucking way. Dude, what
I was
the
actually the
fuck?
sib% champion.
That's so dumb, dude.
Yeah.
So dumb. Oh my god. Oh, that's so funny. Holy shit.
Yep, they are back. You can sip in Nightreign. One of the most infamous glitches in the history of From Software games has made its way back in. Those that remember the early days of the original Elden Ring might remember the ridiculous speedruns using sips that made headlines and pissed off every online gaming forum. Using sips, speedrunners were able to beat the game in under 4 minutes, whereas the fastest run without sips took over 19 minutes. Sips are probably the most broken glitch ever in any of the FromSoft games, and yet, sips are now back in FromSoft's newest title, Elden Ring Nightreign. This video is a rundown of the current situation and an update on the progress that glitch hunters have made. Nightreign just came out and people are still trying to figure out how the game works, but hopefully I can still share some interesting knowledge. When the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC came out for Elden Ring, it came with an update that patched sips, so it's really interesting that sips made their way into Nightreign. This has sparked some speculation that Nightreign was potentially built on an earlier version of Elden Ring, which could be the case, but of course we don't know for sure. Since they have already shown with the 1.12 update that they intend to remove it from their games, I imagine that they will patch it. And because it seems to work basically identically like it did in Elden Ring, they should have the know-how on how to fix it properly. But at the same time, it's also really niche, so it's possible that it will never even be noticed by them. Another question that some may wonder about is whether or not this can get you banned. And unfortunately, I cannot answer that with certainty. Although, judging from the past, FromSoft have been very hands-off when it comes to moderating their multiplayer. They usually just create an anti-cheat that checks for things like cheating in items or messing with game memory, and just leave it at that. I've talked to a few PvP players about this, and so far what I've gathered is that the only way you get banned is with game modification and code injection, also known as cheat engine. So presumably the answer is no, you won't be banned, but I cannot guarantee anything. That being said, I wouldn't really recommend doing it. It's ridiculously hard and not really practical to use for speeding things up, as one might imagine. If you really want to try it, then I linked the tutorial below, although in any realistic scenario, you will spend way more time trying to execute the sip than just running where you want to go. Although, I can definitely say for sure that there will be some crazy speedrunners who will try to make use of it in creative ways. One of the prime uses of sipping in Elden Ring was to teleport far away in order to deload areas with enemies and bosses still inside of them. This makes them drop to their death and lets you progress the game without fighting any bosses. This is an essential part of the 4-minute Elden Ring sip speedrun, but could also be used for a very infamous farming strategy known as deload farming, where you could make every enemy in an area fall to their death, netting unmatched rune gains. As of now, in Nightreign, there aren't any direct strats for abusing it practically, but many if not all of the Elden Ring sip properties still apply. So maybe in the coming weeks there will be some crazy way of making the Night Lord die from falling out of the map, or maybe just zip directly to the Night Lord fight, skipping day 1 and 2. If anything crazy gets found, I'll make a video about it, but right now there isn't really anything, but zips show great promise for game-breaking speedruns and having a little bit of fun. He's gonna zip in on top of
Yo,
the boss
he's gonna
and stealth
zip?
death blow it. Holy shit.
Holy
Wait.
shit.
Wait.
Wait, oh.
Oh!
Oh, you're so far.
Oh my god! What the fuck? Oh my goodness!
Fuck.
What the fuck? Oh, bro, it's actually Iron Man. Holy shit!
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
That was insane.
I'm almost there. I'm sorry, guys.
Bro zips away, triggers the boss, doesn't say anything. Oh my god. So
Oh.